Hi everyone, welcome to another video here on She's Fit. You wake up, feeling that morning fog, and the very first thing you do is reach for your cup of joe to flip the switch on your body. But what if I told you this sacred habit is the exact reason the scale hasn't budged in months? Today, we're diving into how your morning coffee is actually wrecking your hormones, packing on belly fat, and triggering a hunger cycle you just can't quit. Get ready to change your relationship with caffeine forever. Before we dive in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. And do me a huge favor, smash that like button. It really helps me keep bringing this life-changing content to you. Trust me, here at She's Fit, you're going to discover how to transform your body the right way. So, let's get into it. Before we start, I need to share something that has made all the difference for me. You know those days when you try hard but feel like your body just isn't responding the way it should? Well, I found out that sleep has way more impact on weight loss than I ever imagined. That's when I discovered Sleep Lean, a natural supplement specially designed to help women burn fat while they sleep. Yes, while they sleep. It's not a miracle, of course, but when combined with good nutrition and the right habits, the results are amazing. I personally felt my body lighter, my belly less bloated, and a different kind of energy just within the first few weeks. I'll leave the link here in the description so you can check all the details after the video. Trust me, it was a game changer for me. Now, let's get back to the video content. Many women believe they're getting a morning energy boost, but often, they're consuming a liquid dessert in disguise. Hidden dangers lurk in seemingly harmless details. Plant-based milks, for example, often contain gums, thickeners, and hidden sugars. Adding creamers, flavored syrups, or condensed milk creates a biochemical bomb in your morning drink. Liquid calories are a disaster. Your brain doesn't register them like solid food. You consume hundreds of calories in minutes, yet feel no fullness. The impact on your endocrine system is immediate. Sweetened liquid triggers your pancreas to dump massive insulin. Insulin, the master storage hormone, halts fat breakdown. While sipping that spiked coffee, your body stops burning fat and starts storing every extra calorie. This leads to a total metabolic lockdown, especially in the stubborn belly area. Then, there's the trap of artificial sweeteners. Many switch to zero sugar thinking it's a magic solution, but substances like aspartame play a cruel trick on your brain. Sweetness without calories cheats your brain's reward center, leading to residual hunger. This causes uncontrollable cravings for real carbs hours later. Worse, these additives alter your gut microbiome, killing good bacteria. They fuel bacteria that extract more calories and promote inflammation. What started as a healthy habit turns into a vicious cycle of inflammation and insulin resistance, making consistent weight loss a mission impossible. Coffee is an incredibly powerful stimulant, acting directly on your central nervous system. But what few explain is how it actually hijacks your endocrine system. The second caffeine hits your bloodstream, it signals your adrenal glands. This triggers a massive surge of cortisol and adrenaline. Cortisol, known as the stress hormone, was designed by evolution to save us from real danger. But for a modern woman juggling an exhausting routine, career pressure, and lack of sleep, this extra cortisol spike first thing in the morning acts like metabolic poison. You are essentially telling your body it's under constant attack, even at your kitchen table. When cortisol levels stay chronically high, your body enters self-preservation mode. Your biology assumes danger, protecting vital energy reserves at any cost. The result? Your metabolism receives a direct order to concentrate fat storage, specifically in the belly area, right around your vital organs. This is why many women hit the gym hard and stick to diets, yet still struggle with stubborn abdominal fat that won't budge. High cortisol is a storage signal, and coffee, used wrongly, fuels this hormonal fire. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach amplifies this effect to a catastrophic level. Without the buffer of food, caffeine hits your system with aggressive speed, causing an acid spike and a systemic inflammatory response. This inflammatory state is one of the biggest enemies of your thyroid gland. Think of your thyroid as your body's thermostat. When inflamed by excess cortisol, it slows the conversion of T4 hormones into T3, effectively tanking your basal metabolic rate. In plain English, your body starts burning fewer calories at rest. Weight loss then becomes a losing battle against your own biology. You push yourself harder while your morning coffee works behind the scenes. To lock your progress and inflame your cells. To understand how coffee is sabotaging your diet, we need to peek inside your brain and look at a molecule called adenosine. Adenosine is the byproduct of your cells burning energy. The longer you stay awake, the more adenosine builds up. It connects to your brain's receptors to tell your body it's time to rest. Caffeine is a master of disguise. Its molecular structure is so similar to adenosine. It can actually plug into those receptors, blocking the tired signal. You feel alert, but it's an illusion. While you're feeling productive, adenosine doesn't stop being produced. It keeps piling up outside those receptors like a dam full of water ready to burst. The disaster usually strikes about 6 to 8 hours after your first cup. For most women, this happens mid-afternoon, around 3 or p.m. When the caffeine finally starts to wear off, all that accumulated adenosine floods your system all at once. This is what we call the energy crash. Your energy levels tank, your focus vanishes, and your brain enters a state of energy panic. In that moment, your body doesn't want a salad. It demands the fastest energy source in nature, glucose. This is where that uncontrollable, almost irrational urge to grab a cookie, a piece of bread, or a snack loaded with refined carbs is born. So many women feel immense guilt during this time of day, believing they just lack willpower or discipline. But the truth is, it's not a character flaw. It's an inevitable chemical reaction to the coffee you drank way back in the morning. When you give in to that sugar craving to try and get your energy back, you trigger a fresh insulin spike, shutting down any chance of your body accessing fat stores for fuel. This cycle creates a blood sugar roller coaster that keeps your metabolism in a sugar burner state, instead of a fat burner state. As long as you're stuck in this loop of caffeine and hunger rebound, natural ketosis and efficient fat burning remain blocked by a chemical barrier you've unknowingly built yourself. So many women make the mistake of saying, "Oh, I can have a cup of coffee at p.m. and still sleep like a baby." This is one of the biggest myths sabotaging your weight loss journey. There is a massive gulf between passing out in bed and actually getting restorative sleep. Caffeine has a surprisingly long half-life, meaning roughly 50% of the substance is still active in your system 5 or 6 hours after that last sip. For some people, that window can stretch to 10 hours. Even if you manage to close your eyes and drift off, your sleep architecture is being silently shredded by residual caffeine. It acts like white noise in your brain, preventing you from diving into the deepest stages of rest, known as slow-wave sleep and REM. It's precisely during these deep stages that your hormonal lab goes to work on weight loss. This is when your body regulates leptin, the hormone that tells your brain you're full, and ghrelin, the hormone that triggers hunger. When caffeine cuts your deep sleep short, you wake up the next day in a state of metabolic chaos. Your ghrelin levels are sky high, making you feel ravenous and giving you the urge to snack all day long. At the same time, your leptin levels are tanked, meaning no matter how much you eat, it takes way longer for your brain to get the memo that you're satisfied. It's a biological booby trap. You're literally programmed to eat more and feel less satisfied, all because of that afternoon cup of coffee. Beyond the chaos in your hunger hormones, just one night of poor sleep due to stimulant overload is enough to slash your insulin sensitivity to levels comparable to a pre-diabetic. This means the coffee that wrecked your sleep last night is the reason today's breakfast is being stored as fat way more efficiently. Without deep sleep, your body can't perform essential cellular autophagy and brain detoxification. You wake up inflamed, holding onto water weight, with a metabolism operating in survival mode, clinging to every ounce of fat as if it were the last energy reserve on Earth. A crucial, rarely discussed factor in women's weight loss is the source and quality of coffee you're tossing into your grocery cart. Coffee is a top-traded commodity, yet often neglected in purity standards by mass-market brands. Low-quality, bottom-shelf coffees, usually pre-ground or extra dark bags, often contain alarming levels of mycotoxins. These are toxic metabolites produced by molds and fungi that thrive during improper harvesting, drying, and storage. When you brew these low-grade beans, you are essentially ingesting small doses of biological poisons. Your liver has to scramble to process these first thing in the morning. These toxins are aggressive inflammatory agents. In a woman's body, systemic inflammation shows up fast as water retention and edema. If you wake up feeling light but end the day with a puffy face, your cheap coffee might be the culprit. Mycotoxins overload your lymphatic system and create a hostile cellular environment. This low-grade chronic inflammation acts as static in your hormonal communication. It directly interferes with your insulin and leptin receptors, making your cells deaf to fat-burning signals. Even if you're in a calorie deficit, your fat cells never get the memo to release energy. Inflammation is literally blocking the exit. The problem worsens because over-roasting in low-quality brands, used to hide impure beans, creates compounds like acrylamide. Acrylamide is a known carcinogen and metabolic disruptor. Drinking the wrong coffee every day is like trying to clean your house while someone keeps throwing dust through an open window. You are ingesting substances that inflame your metabolism, tax your detox organs, and stress your immune system. For any woman serious about weight loss, the purity of your coffee is just as vital as your calorie count. Switching to a high-quality specialty bean with purity certifications and controlled roasting isn't just about the taste. It's a metabolic survival strategy to finally unlock weight loss. To flip the script and turn coffee from a weight loss saboteur into a metabolic accelerator, you don't necessarily have to banish it from your life, but you urgently need to change the rules of the game. The first and most vital rule for any woman dealing with stress or a weight loss plateau is: never, under any circumstances, drink black coffee on a completely empty stomach the second you wake up. If you struggle with chronic stress or anxiety, this habit is a trigger for hormonal disaster. The secret is to have your coffee after a solid meal rich in protein or healthy fats, like eggs or avocado. This creates a gastric buffer that slows down caffeine absorption, preventing that aggressive cortisol spike and keeping your blood sugar levels steady. The second fundamental shift is your choice of fuel. Stop buying commercial pre-ground coffees that are likely riddled with impurities and mold. Invest in single-origin beans, preferably organic and medium roast. By grinding your own beans at home, you protect the integrity of essential oils and antioxidants, like chlorogenic acid, which actually boosts insulin sensitivity. To take it to the next level, try a functional coffee approach. Add a spoonful of healthy fat, like MCT oil or grass-fed butter. This blend helps modulate the release of caffeine into your bloodstream, providing clean, sustained energy for hours without the dreaded afternoon crash or the insulin spike, allowing your body to keep tapping into fat stores for fuel. Finally, you must respect your body's circadian rhythm with a strict cutoff time. For women, the sweet spot is finishing your last cup no later than p.m. This gives your liver enough time to metabolize most of the caffeine before you hit the pillow. Also, consider swapping your second or third cup for Swiss water processed decaf or adaptogenic teas that help soothe your adrenals. By following this protocol, you ensure your metabolism can finally recover and focus on what truly matters during the night: cellular repair and deep fat burning. You'll take back the reins of your weight loss, using coffee as a performance tool rather than a crutch that keeps you inflamed. Realizing that small habits can have a massive impact is the first step toward achieving the body you've always wanted. Coffee can either be your ultimate ally or your biggest saboteur. It all depends on how and when you drink it. Start putting these changes into practice tomorrow morning and watch how your energy levels and your weight respond. It's time to transform your routine so your body starts working for you, not against you. And don't forget the tip I gave you at the beginning. If you need to lose weight, click the link in the video description and get Sleep Lean right now. It might be exactly what's missing in your journey. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe here to She's Fit, and share this video to help the channel grow. Also, let me know in the comments what kind of content you want to see next to help you on your weight loss journey.